Well, hello and welcome back. Thanks for coming back. Where are we? That's what you're wondering. Well, in the very distance, if you look over the greenness of the green grass of home, well, no, we're not in Wales, we're in Cyprus. But if you look over that green grass, you can see there's a blueness out across the horizon. That's the blue Mediterranean Sea. We're heading in its direction, but when we get to the bottom of the hill, just before the Limassol roundabout, we're going to take a right. We're going to go past the Paphos General Hospital, and we're going to keep on going to the T-junction at the end. And then slowly but surely, we're going to circumnavigate our way to Lower Masoi Avenue and up the Polish Road, because we're going to a little supermarket at the top of it, because we've got a blocked drain. There we are, real life in downtown Paphos. One of our sink drains is all, well, blocked up with misogyny, Booth's hair and all those kind of things. So we're going to go and get some Mr. Muscle and see if we can unblock that drain, because she's complaining and she's wondering what's going to go on, how she's going to watch her tootsies. So let's go to Masoi Avenue and see what's going on. But one thing's for sure, that sky is looking very blue indeed. The sea, wow, it's a turquoisey blue today. It really is a spectacality of a colour. Mr. Paul is dressed head to toe in blue, because all it's missing is you. So want to get yourself on that big bird or start canoeing, yes, paddling like crazy, because Paphos, Cyprus, Marika and me are quite simply waiting for you. Thanks for joining me. This is Mr. Paul's Breakfast Club. Now and again you might want to come back and you will get to learn your way in and around the area known as Paphos, because more often than not I'm driving here and I'm driving there, and often we go to Pair and around Coral Bay, even up into the mountains around Cathecas now and again on Mr. Paul's daily travels. So if you want to learn your way around Paphos, this has to be that little channel for you. Now, big shout out to some of the stars that like to come back now and again and watch the little channel known as Marika and me. The girl in charge of the show, well, that's our one and only superstar, the legend known as Dame Anne. Good morning to you, Dame Anne, and we're looking forward to seeing you very soon indeed. 49 days to go, and the Dame will be dancing her stuff down the downtown Paphos promenade and into the harbour area. And I think there's going to be a few girls dancing with her. I think Miss Nessie of Andy and Ness fame, she's going to be in town. Miss Anne, she's going to be in town. And of course Miss Janice is going to be in town. So there's going to be a lot of dancing and a lot of prancing. And rumour has it that Miss Tracy is coming in as well. And of course there'll be one or two other superstars along the way. So don't forget to keep coming back now and again if you want to have a bit of a laugh and a bit of fun and pontificate about the beautiful place known as downtown Paphos, the Paphos Promenade and the Paphos Harbour. Now, last night we had the great honour and the great pleasure. You've seen them on camera a couple of times. Mr. Pete and of course Miss Beryl, all the way from Stockport over in the UK. That's the girl with the spectacality of the blue eyes and a great smile indeed. Anyway, we had the great pleasure and the honour to sit and have a drink or two at the King's Restaurant in the harbour area. And Mr. Pete, naughty little boy, snuck off to the toilet, and while he was at it, he paid the bill. Thanks, Mr. Pete. You're a star after my own heart, that's for sure. Miss Beryl, you should be a politician, there's no doubt about that. You've got the gift. You can certainly send, well, if you want to, you can send it after you've sold it, but sell sand to the Arabs and of course snow to the Eskimos. That's something my father used to say. Come on, Gumbaru, we're in a big rush. We can't be hanging around all day. It's lunchtime. The lunchtime rush is on. Come on. I'm going to start blowing my horn in a minute. My God, I'm being slowed down. What's going on? Right, here we go. We're going to take that right, and we're going to go up past the Paphos General Hospital. We're not going to pop in there today. I don't really ever want to pop in there, to be honest. Legend has it that it's a good hospital, but me in hospitals, I don't want to go there, to be honest, ever. All I want to go is to sleep one night and perhaps never wake up, then get me a canoe, put some twigs on it, chuck me on top, and give me a big cigar and set me on fire. It's like a Viking's funeral, isn't it, Viking Ronnie? And you never know, you might catch my remains coming up in somewhere in downtown Middle Fart. That's where he lives, by the way. Genuine place. I'm not sure, is it Little Fart or Middle Fart? But anyway, up the road is Big Fart, that's for sure. Now, big shout out to some of the crew members. There's quite a few that like to join the little membership scheme on the Buy Me a Coffee platform. Totally safe, totally secure, independent platform to YouTube. It's called Buy Me a Coffee. It's where you are able to buy us a virtual coffee or two or three, or perhaps even become a superstar member at only €10 a month. The latest addition to the crew is a superstar, all the way from downtown York, and of course that's Lady Rachel, and of course Sir Jason, and they're the people who like to go and do some nude canoodling, yes, or nude canoeing somewhere on a barge in downtown York, and we're still waiting for the video. There we go. Right, thanks for joining us, and it was a great place to meet you. Time's gone, hasn't it? But 2 or 3 weeks ago now. They're off to Egypt next, then I think they're off to Paris, and then there's a rumour going around that perhaps they may come back to Paphos and squeeze in an extra week's holiday, because they do like to go on holiday. Come on girl, get off your mobile phone and get your foot down. One of the problems when you're driving in and around Paphos is people seem to concentrate much more on their mobile phones, their kebab eating, their frappe drinking, and of course their flip-flop adjustments. And we are stuck in the middle of rush hour, and we want to go up where it gets busier and busier. My goodness, that Miss Arching doesn't half cause some problems in the life of Mr. Paul. All I do is run round like a lunatic because she's my little princess, Miss Marika, the superstar of the channel, Marika and me. And if you're looking to find us, well, in the summertime, so that's June, July and August, and maybe into September, you'll find us prancing and dancing along the promenade and in the harbour area from around about 7ish until around about 8ish, and after that, don't worry if you've missed us. You know, if you've been unlucky, or well, even lucky you may consider it, you can find us. I'm wondering, no, we'll keep going straight. I was going to take a diversion, but it's not going to help us. Let's let this lady out. She's got roof racks on her roof, and you never know, she might want to transport a body or two around. That's it. Have a drink of water, love. There we are. Soften up your tongue. Anyway, as I was saying, you'll find us in one of the restaurants in the harbour area. Normally it's the Pelican. If we're not in the Pelican, we're at the Gilalamo, and if we're not at that one, we're at the King's, and we're always on the building side. What does that mean? Well, you can sit on the water side, that's where all the dining goes on. We sit on the bar-y side, which is on the, well, if you're going into the harbour, it's on the right-hand side. If you're coming out of the harbour, it's on the left-hand side. But I think you understand what I mean. And we'll normally be sitting quite prominently on an end table, waiting especially for you. And I mean it, especially for you. If you see us, please come over and say hi. If we're with other people, again, it would be rude not to come over and say hi. And if you want to have a sit down and a chat, please do. Now, there's another way you can contribute to the channel, and that is on the super thanks on YouTube itself, where you've got the thumbs up. If you like what you see, click that little button and it tells YouTube that you like us. You can also hit the subscribe button, and again, that tells YouTube that you like us. And by the way, neither the thumbs up or the subscribe button cost you a penny. All it is to tell YouTube that you like us, and perhaps they should recommend us to more and more things. Sorry about that, Miss Andrea, but of course my Miss Anna, my superstar, the greatest lawyer in the world, has told me to continue to drive through red lights, because she will get me off if ever anyone dares to arrest me. I don't think they will. I mean, I think Sergeant Stavros, who's a captain now, I think he'll beat me, but I don't think he'll actually arrest me. He likes to beat people badly. That's what he likes to do. And I can imagine Fidonis the mayor will be standing in the background having a good chuckle or two. Anyway, as I was saying, the super thanks button, that's what it's called, to give it its full title. It's a heart-shaped button. When you scroll across after the thumbs up, the thumbs down, of course you've got the download and you've got the shorts, and there is a little heart-shaped button with a little red $ sign in the middle of it, and it's called thanks. or super thanks to give it its full title. Hit it once or twice, and of course you will keep us afloat. Some of the many people who do, well, we have Sir Derek Scully. He's an absolute superstar, there's no doubt about that. When we bump into each other, I promise him I will go and get a bit of Romeo and Julieting for him, and a lighter, and we'll have a cigar or two, that's for sure. We've also got Lady Sharon, Sir Philip, all the way down in Cornwall. She was celebrating her birthday last week, and of course coming up very soon is another great occasion in their life. So don't forget, girl, come back and there could be a special little video for you. There's lots of stars on the show. Lady Ali, she likes to hit that button when she thinks the car wants to wash. And of course Sir Neil, he likes to go out and cut some flowers, especially for that superstar in his life. And of course we got the Apple Mac playing man named Sir Steve, and now and again he makes a cup of tea for the legend known as Lady Heather, and she's hypotheraping everyone around the world, that's for sure, as she whizzes around in a little BMW sports car. Talking about people with BMW, there's a man, and he's a long-haired lover from Staffordshire, Mr. Andy, with a blue BMW, who likes to wiggle and waggle its rear end as he chases the love of his life, my JJ Justine, my tonic of the day. And of course Ollie the dog is sitting on the back window. Talking about dogs, we got one or two who like to watch the show. Miss Scribble, oh yeah, Miss Scribble, I'm talking to you. We got Mr. Barney, who hangs out with the legend known as Miss Ellie. We got little Ollie, that I just told you about, and of course there's a dog called Blue, all the way out in downtown Wiltshire. Big shout out to Sir Richard, and of course Lady Julie Nash, and my little mate Mr. Leo, who's not that little anymore. Looking forward to seeing you all again very soon, guys, and we thank you for watching. And of course, if you do like what you see, why not hit that like, click the subscribe, and come back for that little bit more of my complete and utter madness. This is Mussoy Avenue. It's where you get all the big shops. If you want to go and buy a fridge or two, you've got Fagor, you've got Pop Life Supermarket. There's all sorts going on in there, from ketchup to mayonnaise to cornflakes to cans of Coke. And you can also buy a cheap t-shirt but without the logo of Marika and me. You want to buy a Bentley or an Aston Martin, or perhaps an Aston Martin Vantage, I don't know, something special, a Bugatti Veyron or two. Pan Motors could be the dealer for you. You've got Mega Electric coming up, absolute cooling and heating. We're only heating at this time of year, but guess what? November, December, January, February, it can get a little bit chilly, and you need a log burner or something like that. If you want a Nissan, and if you want a BMW or a Land Rover, well, Pilacutus, the main dealers, are sitting here waiting, especially for you. And if you want a Rolls-Royce Wraith, have a look to the left right now, and there's one in black waiting for you. So don't forget to hit that like, click that subscribe, perhaps consider to buy us a coffee or two, perhaps to hit that super thanks, because that Rolls-Royce Wraith is looking very nice to me. Thanks for watching. This is where we're going, by the way. D&M Vet is on the right hand side, very popular veterinary clinic with expats, and next door to that is a supermarket called IKEA Gora, and rumour has it that they sell Mr. Muscle, so that's where I'm going. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again very soon indeed. I've got to get out in the sun now, it's hot, just think of that. Air conditioned luxury out into this heat, terrible. Thanks for watching.